A Fox News alert: Hillary Clinton grilled by the FBI for 3.5 hours yesterday as part of their investigation into her use of a private email server while leading the State Department. So, what's next, and will she face charges? Here to weigh in, Fox News contributor Lieutenant Colonel Allen West. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you, Peter.
You know, here in 2 days, President Obama is going to go campaign with Hillary Clinton. You think he's having second thoughts on that now that she spent her whole first day of the holiday weekend getting grilled by the FBI?
Well, it's going to be very interesting. The president has already come out and endorsed her. Whether or not he will continue to do so based upon the FBI revelations. But let's be very honest. We have a person in Hillary Clinton who said that she didn't have any classified material going through the private email server that she had set up in some bathroom of someone out in Colorado, and we know that there were classified information. She said that she had gone through and gotten State Department approval, but the State Department Inspector General report said that they did not give any approval for that, and there was not any request to have any approval, and furthermore, if there had been a request, that they would have denied it. So this is pretty much an open shut case if you were to look at it with common sense. And as a former career military officer, I can tell you that people will get in trouble for a lot less than what we've seen a person that wants to be the commander-in-chief has done.
Well, you say open and shut. 3.5 hours by many standards isn't really that long. Do you think they got enough and they'll get an indictment that they're going to bring forward, or do you think it's just the opposite?
Well, good morning, Anna. And of course, the FBI went into this pretty much so knowing exactly what they were looking for. And they just, you know, they had an idea of the type of questions they were going to have. And I think that pretty much so they have decided the way forward on this case. Of course, Bill Clinton and Loretta Lynch really muddied up the waters.
Right.
And now we see that has taken a completely different direction now.
Well, you know, I'm curious if you think that Loretta Lynch should recuse herself from this. And even if she does, and I don't know if we have the graphic because it's fascinating to look at the other Democratic, you know, the Democratic prosecutors that she would have to go through basically at the Attorney General's office, Valerie Jarrett being one of them. The list goes on. Even if she steps aside, it's still favorable for Hillary Clinton in the end, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. There's been a complete loss of credibility and accountability and reputation. And furthermore, when you know the association and relationship that Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton have had over the years between those two families even, because it was Bill Clinton that appointed her, I believe, to the Eastern District of New York City as a prosecutor. So, you know, again, the perception out there is that this is really something that reeks of corruption. There is that air of impropriety that is out there. But again, as the American people sit back, is this something that we're going to tolerate and allow to have happen? And I think that's what everyone on the Clinton side, even the Obama administration, believe that we'll just get away with this as well.
Well, you've been around Washington for a long time. You know how this stuff works. We were just sitting here wondering, what at the end of the day was Bill Clinton doing there on that tarmac for 30 minutes? What was the motivation? It doesn't just happen. What do you think's behind that?
Well, I can tell you that from a military perspective, it was an act of desperation. Because if you don't believe that there's any there, you don't do anything like this. And for Loretta Lynch to come out and say that we talked about golf, we talked about grandkids, you can pick up a telephone and talk about golf and grandkids. You don't have a 30-minute conversation behind closed doors of your aircraft about golf and grandkids.
Well, cell phone records can be subpoenaed too, can't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Lieutenant Colonel Allen West, always great to see you, and especially on this 4th of July
Thanks,
weekend.
Clayton.
We appreciate it so much.
Absolutely.
19 minutes after the
to
hour.
all of you.
You too. Thanks for that.